They'll send Beckham in motion right. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
In motion left, Shepard. On 2nd down, Trubisky steps away to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Trubisky will throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. In motion left, Shepard. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Taylor Gabriel from 19 yards away. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Everett. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Everett. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And now out come the Giants. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
He'll let it go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They toss to Freeman. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down and 4. Freeman again. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Coleman. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. It's Coleman here, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down right near the 27. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? It wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Trubisky. And this is caught on the left side, Jerron Brown. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Beckham will go in motion right. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. In motion left, Shepard. Here's Trubisky to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll send Beckham in motion right. On first down, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So second and 10 here. gun. Trubisky. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tech McKinley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Over. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
In motion, left Shepard. Play action. It's Trubisky. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd down, Freeman. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Watch it now, Barney. Switch. Watch it now, Barney.
Operating from the gun. Everett, he's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. This is taken at about the 14. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Play action. Now Trubisky. Over the middle, Jerron Brown's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Detroit!
A 1st down carry now for Miller. Room to run past midfield. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the second level, the linebackers, or the third level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. They go play action. Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he's got some space here. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, now, look at 56. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go. Check.
Here's Trubisky. Man open left side is Brown. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Looking to throw. Trubisky on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Let's go. Green, Detroit.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Throwing here, Trubisky. Over the middle to Beckham. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. On 1st and 10, Everett. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. To throw on 2nd down, Everett. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw on 3rd down, Everett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. In motion, left Shepard. They go play action with Trubisky. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. He finds Beckham, complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down. Now it's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And that takes us from second to third down. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he's got it. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 67 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He finds an opening past the 40, and he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Detroit!
On first down, Everett. Escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to the air on second down. Everett. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Everett. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. In motion left, Shepard. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Tech McKinley able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return that time, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field, and a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now, but they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on 1st down, Everett, and that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Everett, that's complete over the middle to Anderson. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him, right near midfield.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. on third down. Devontae Freeman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Play clock winding down.
Here we go. 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Leopard. Leopard. Here we go now.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st and 10, Everett eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Vontaze Burfict in there to get him for a loss of 5. The Falcons on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, now, look at 56.
Back to throw. Everett. Flushed out right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And New York set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. The play clock's running down. Now it's Trubisky, escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. It's taken to the 26. A good return there, 17 yards. Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Set! Leopard! Here we go now. Set!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! We got it! Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
From the gun on 3rd down. Everett. Caught by Jones. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go! 3-19!
Coleman now. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Freeman again, a first down carry. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second down following the run. Running right, this is Freeman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal. They come out here in the eye. On third down. That's Coleman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman in the final minute. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
New York set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
That's Detroit! Detroit! Back down in Philly. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here we go. 3-19.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
They really